What's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and so listen, like over the course of this past summer, there's been this massive push to amplify Black creators and Black voices in the entertainment industry. And to be fair with you, I'm actually 100% for it. I do like diverse stories. I like diverse characters. I like diversity because I think it does add more to the overall creative gene pool than a lot of the homogenized nonsense we see coming out of Hollywood. And we see this mostly because it's a business decision, or at least it was, I'd like to think, for the longest time. But now we're in a much different world. We're much more interconnected, and people of not, I don't know, my skin tone, are out there wanting to tell stories, and a lot of them are really freaking good. But that does come with a bit of issue from time to time. It comes with a bit of problem from time to time because companies do like to, well, they like to get woke. And they like to get woke because getting woke is something that looks good on social media. It gets a lot of retweets, gets a lot of people talking about it, might get a couple articles written. It boosts their profile and allows them to feel good, all while accomplishing generally not much. And today we actually got that specifically in a tweet from Netflix about 5 hours ago on their official account, where they said Regina Hall has done as much for the scary movie genre as Jamie Lee Curtis has, but some of you aren't ready to have that conversation. Yeah. What? Like, wait, what? Really? Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been a fan of Regina Hall for quite some time. I've been a fan of Regina Hall since the 90s. I love Regina Hall now. I'm always down for more Regina Hall. She's hysterical. But she's not known for being in horror movies. In fact, I just took a look through her Wikipedia and looking at her filmography, and the only thing she's really done outside of the scary movies is this one that came out. What was it? It was called, I think, When the Bow Breaks. It's a 2016 erotic thriller where she plays a woman who begins to develop a deadly crush on someone. I don't know. But that's really about it. Everything else is all comedy, with the exception, and even including Scary Movie 1, 2, 3, and 4. She was in all 4 of those movies. In everything else she's been in, like Malibu's Most Wanted, The Honeymooners, superhero movie, Think Like a Man, Mardi Gras Spring Break, The Best Man Holiday, About Last Night, Think Like a Man 2, Vacation, Barbershop, The Next Cut, Girls Trip, Support the Girls. These are all comedies. These are all comedies that she's been adequately featured in as a comedian. That's her career. Now, granted, you've got like Law Abiding Citizen, which was a thriller. You've got The Hate U Give, which is a dramatic entry. I mean, there are some movies that she's in where she is not playing a comedic role, but for the vast majority of her career, and I'm talking well into the 97% here, has all been about comedy. But when you look at Jamie Lee Curtis, yes, a lot of her movies are very much bathed in comedy, but when we talk about some of the horror icons and some of the more famous horror movies out there, obviously Halloween, Halloween 2, the Halloween remake from 2018, and what's going to be Halloween Kills and whatever the next Halloween Kills movie is going to be, very much has, oh, never mind Halloween H2O, I think, and even Halloween 8, she shows up at the beginning of that one just to get iced. I mean, it is what it is. But she's done more for horror. She's done more for scary movies than Regina Hall has. I don't quite understand what exactly Netflix is trying to accomplish here. Now, granted, the first Scary Movie just turned 20 years old, and if they want to talk about Black female leads in a comedy satire about a horror franchise, by all means, Regina Hall would take the cake above Jamie Lee Curtis in a heartbeat. But when when this tweet talks about has done more for scary movies, the question then becomes, is this one of those, the scary movie genre as Jamie Lee Curtis? That's an absolute fallacy. And believe me, the Netflix account is getting dragged on this one by a lot of people in the comment section. And it's not all just what you might argue would be incel white boys that are upset about this one. Actually, quite a few people of color, men and women, are looking at this like, what are you talking about? because they can see this for exactly what it is. It's literally just grade A pandering from a social media user trying to get a whole bunch of free internet clout. We see this a lot. We've seen it a lot this year. And a lot of people out there are just kind of like, look, we get it. We get what you're doing, but maybe dial it back a little bit. Instead of trying to make a dumb tweet like this that has no basis in reality, I mean, literally, it's provable. Why not do a tweet where you're going to amplify a black actor or a black actress or a black led movie or a black written movie or a black directed movie or a black filmmaker or a black editor or a black sound composer, a black production assistant, a black grip? If you are wanting to play that angle, then play the angle. If you're going to want to elevate those voices, then elevate those voices in an actual manner that's going to add to the conversation. Showcase their work, showcase the merit of their work, the value of their contribution to the industry. Don't sit there and tweet out Regina Hall has done more for the scary movie genre than Jamie Lee Curtis, because no one is going to let you have that. No one is going to be with you on that one. No one is going to support that. And it's really dumb when these companies do this kind of stuff. In some spheres on the internet, we call this virtue signaling, because it's simply just a pointless phrase that they put out there in hopes of getting a lot of those. You did good. You tweeted well today. You tweeted well. Like I said, getting an article, getting a whole bunch of retweets, a whole bunch of internet clout. For what purpose? I mean, to make a comment that was exceptionally stupid and it's getting dragged across the internet. I mean, Twitter is Twitter, but still, come on. I just don't find this to be a decent way of elevating these voices, because all this particular comment is trying to raise Regina Hall and place her on a pedestal of which she has no place being, and drag down Jamie Lee Curtis, who is almost like one of the original Scream Queens. So it doesn't make any sense. Rather than elevate Regina Hall for her, contributions to comedy, of which there have been many, you're choosing to kind of denigrate her career by lumping her in a genre of which she has not played in that field very often. It's almost more disrespectful to Regina Hall than Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know. I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid. Like, Netflix, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop. Get a new social media person. You're not Wendy's. All right, you're not Wendy's. But as always, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I want to hear your guys' opinions on this one. Let me know down in the comment section. I will talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. Thanks again for watching, and peace out.